Good afternoon. It's time for yet another NFL Bucky's Mail Day. This is your host, as always, Mike C, of course, and the star of the show, as always, forever, it's Bucky. Say hi, Bucky. Bucky says hi. A little late start today. The morning kind of got away from me, but that's okay. The starters, last week's video did very well. I predicted it would do more than last week's, and it did, more than doubled. It was up to 21 last I looked, and that was like maybe 20 minutes ago. That's a very good amount for me, and I'm very happy about that. It probably will be more even at the end of the day, but for now it's 21. I'm very happy with that. Not a lot of news to report. The Lions had their first preseason game. It wasn't on regular TV. I watched the rebroadcast of it. Well, the final score, as I got written down here, was 14-3. The New York Football Giants. These Lions were ahead 3-0. They actually got a field goal to take the lead. Defense played okay. Offense was just stagnant, and there's only a couple really highlights and good players that came out of that game. Hendon Hooker, when he was in and not injured, played okay. It was his first actual game playing time in a year or longer, and or closer to 2 years now. And unfortunately, he got a concussion because he hasn't learned to slide yet, and that can be very dangerous in the NFL. And so I don't have any information, more information on that. If we'll be back next game, which is Saturday against Kansas City Chiefs in Kansas City. So we'll have to wait and see on that. But Nate Sudfeld played horribly. Why is he still on that team? I don't know. Lions, they're going to have to sign another quarterback, just in case he gets injured too, because Goff is not playing. That's for sure. There's quite a few out there. So hopefully they'll sign somebody before Saturday. They're going to have to. They did sign someone, offensive tackle, I believe he was, Jamarco Jones. Last I could tell you was on Seattle. Now the only thing I've heard about him is he's a little bit of a hothead. Has some anger issues, I guess. I don't know. That won't fly on this team. So is he just camp body? We'll see. But we'll see. Maybe he matured and realized this might be his last shot, and he's not going to mess it up. So we'll see what happens with that. Other than that, they really haven't signed anybody else. There was a linebacker. I don't know if that was week before. I can't remember now, but no real news. The other news that I wanted to bring up was this afternoon. It was reported that Hassan Reddick, who was traded from the Eagles to the Jets, wants to be traded. Wants a better contract, and he hasn't played it down for the Jets. So that's a great trade. Now, what he would want, I have no idea. What the Jets would want, I have no idea. But that would be a very good sign if they get a nice contract and his head's on straight, because the Lions do need help at defensive edge. And we'll see. If they pull the trigger, like I said, I wouldn't give too much for him, but it depends what the Jets are asking. But maybe the following year instead of this year. We'll see what happens. Obviously, I'll keep you informed. But that's really the only major news. We watched a few games over the weekend. Carl and I watched the Vikings play. They pulled out a win against the Raiders. I think it was 14-13, I believe. And it was an okay game. Raiders kind of just blew it, to be honest with you. But it's something I did not know, that the Vikings had lost 10 straight preseason games. Carl did not know that. I sure as heck didn't know it. But they got off to Schneid, and I don't know who they play next. I forgot to check. Who could they play? I think it's Cleveland because they have a double scrimmage with them. So I'll say Cleveland. If it's not them, I'll put it in the comments later. What else have I got? The Reds. I don't have their record in front of them, but last time I checked, they were like 8.5 out. They play the Cardinals in St. Louis, so that should be good. No hockey news. The Olympics are finally over. I didn't watch as much as I thought I would. I mentioned that last episode that we watched some gymnastics. I want to watch boxing, but we just don't do well in boxing anymore. Men's and women's gymnastics were fun. Swimming, diving, we watched a little bit, not too much. Just the Olympics just wasn't on the radar as much. The only thing I remember from the closing ceremonies is I like the opening ceremonies a lot better. I guess Tom Cruise did something with the flag. Next Olympics in 4 years is going to be in Los Angeles. And so I guess he did something with the flag. I didn't see the whole thing. So I guess that was kind of cool. But the Olympics are over, and now for me, it's pretty much college football and NFL. I think college football is, I want to say, like 24 days away, so 3 weeks away. So that's exciting, and we'll get a lot more of that, later, obviously. But there was somebody that passed away, and I forgot who it was. And I was going to mention, I'll put that in the comments. Darn, I wish I had it. I didn't write it down because I thought I remember. I should have known better. But, well, I can't remember. But somebody famous. I'll put it in the comments. I just don't waste time with that. But so now it's pretty much preseason. I guess all the first round quarterbacks, I think they all played, and they all played okay. Some did better than others. J.J. McCarthy played, and he played quite a lot, actually, more than I thought he would. He threw, I think, 2 touchdowns and 1 interception. So that's pretty good, pretty good start. And Caleb Williams played, I know, because we saw him. And yeah, so that's good. Start him early. Don't play him too much. Because you don't get him, injured. There's a few injuries, nothing too major. As the starters just don't play, which you shouldn't. But the Lions play Saturday. That game, I think, is on, so I want to watch that more intently. And, of course, it's Kansas City. The Chiefs lost. But, again, it's not nobody remembers, I said this before, who won or lost, especially the score in preseason, because nobody cares. It's just not. The coaches say that because they have to. They want to win. It doesn't matter, guys. But as far as this weekend, we didn't really do too much. Weather wasn't that great. Had some rain, some storms, and just overall it wasn't nice. So we stayed home and did some work in the house. And Suki's doing a lot better. She's taking her medicines like a good girl. And she's taking her antibiotics with peanut butter. And I think she's back to herself. Took her a couple of days, but she's fine. So I'm very happy about that. And so is Carla, of course. And now she's her old self. And I think her mouth is healing just fine because she's had cookies and her food. She's had no problem eating that. So that's good. So she's healing fine. And I thought somebody might have commented on that, but they didn't. But that's okay. So other than that, Bucky, not too much else to report. Anything else in my notes? Nope. This week, got a doctor's appointment coming up. We're somebody coming for the TV again, so that'll be hopefully taken care of. And otherwise, I think that's about it, Bucky. Let me think. Anything else? Wolverine Deadpool hit the $1 billion mark. That's impressive. I really don't think I'll get get that? I don't know. Probably not. But I'm glad it did very well. And no real news else as far as movies or TV shows that I can remember. But yeah, I'll post it anything in the comments. But I think that's it, Bucky. So for Mike C and of course Star Show, oh wait a minute, Bucky, what in the world do you have in front of you? I forgot. We've got 3 autos. We've got right here. We've got Jalen Reeves Maven. In the middle, we got Haloti Nada. And this one here is Jamal Agnew, the safety. And so yeah, those are 3 cool autographs. I like those. No new cards coming yet, but we'll get some later. Don't worry, Bucky. And Bucky's got his Lions shirt on, of course. And so I almost forgot about those, Bucky. All right, Bucky, say bye. Bucky says bye. So take care, everybody. Be safe. Stay warm. Stay cool. Drink plenty of water. And be kind. All right, bye now.